everyone, welcome back to Beyond Cheddar. It's Chami chatting you from London, and today the topic is body positivity. We want to ask you that in every morning when you see yourself in the mirror, do you love what you see or do you hate what you see? Is there any part of your body you would like to change in order to love it more? The question is, why do you think you don't love your self-image? Is that because of your own perception, or is that because of the people that live around you have influenced you, or is that because of the society? Guest speaker today is Lina. She is a very confident and sexy woman. She's the host of her own channel. The budget is that they talk about how they travel the world on a budget, and she's also a fitness trainer and pole dancer. It's very surprised me that also Lina shared that she's also have moment of body insecurity, or go through all the process of anyone like us would feel like we are not so confident or love ourselves too much. Chat around how should you comment on people appearance, or should you make any comment at all of ourselves to about our body. Let's dive in.
Cô ơi, cháu xin cốc trà đá với ạ. Cháu cốc trà đá nhé.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Beyond Cheddar podcast. I am Chami from speaking to you from London, and I have with me a very hot, if anyone can't see her on your screen, if anyone listening right now, in front of me is a very hot item. Lina Samper Ortega. She's laughing right now. So tell me, why are you so hot? Tell us what.
I'm not. You're so funny. Hi everyone. That's quite a flattering intro. I'm like sat here, I'm sweating, my hair is a mess, and you're like, I mean, I am hot, but it's just like I'm sweating. I'm not like hot, like sexy.
Just say that the other day you uploaded a picture of yourself, and you say you're very self-conscious about uploading a picture of your bum.
Yeah.
And that's really surprised me, because I was like, oh wow, how many times when I upload something and I would take 10 pictures of myself and I no delete that and then put filter on.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I didn't like make my bum look bigger or my waist look smaller, but I haven't got into that yet. Not yet.
Right.
We will be there maybe a few years later, but
maybe when everything is a little more sagging and a little, then we'll get there, but right now, not yet.
lifting for the boobs, that kind of thing. But I it's just resonate with me that not everybody, maybe the people that you think, oh, maybe they the most confident, are confident with themselves. But also, if you want to comment anything on this, please.
I think that's one of the most toxic things about social media, right? Is it's not real life. And I know that's such a common thing to say, but it's true. It's not real life. Like, it's such a, we show pieces, like very carefully chosen pieces of our life, right? It's like, if you don't want to upload a photo because you feel self-conscious, then you don't upload it. You can sit there and take 100 photos and you take the one that you think looks okay. So it's such a like pick and choose, and like it's not reality. And I think that, and like you said, there's like, nowadays it's not just the filters, it's like you can actually, there's like apps and stuff to make your waist smaller. There's like, you can like Photoshop to make your boobs look bigger. There's like different angles and lighting, and it's all fucking it's all fake, and it really messes with your mind, because you're like, you're looking at all these images of edited photos, and you're like, God, why don't I look like that? But there's such unrealistic standards, and it really messes with our minds. And you're not the first person who has told me that like they can't believe that I'm self-conscious, but I hate photos. I hate photos. I've hated photos all my life.
I didn't
Which
know.
is, I know, and it's weird because like you're like, okay, you hate photos, but you have a YouTube channel, and like I think that for me personally, like the way I look has always been a struggle for me. And I think something that I've always really relied on and I've really liked about myself is my personality and my character.
Mhm.
And I have such a strong character. Like I really want to live my life without fear as much as possible. And I really want to push myself to my limits. And so like, if something scares me, it's like more motivation to do it. And so the idea of putting myself in front of a camera to then edit a video to put on YouTube for the world to see really scares me. So I do it because it challenges me and it scares me, but it doesn't take away that self-consciousness that I have, or that like, you know, I sit down to edit a video and I'm like, oh my God, do I really look like that?
Quite glad that I just have a YouTube channel for this podcast. So most of the time people will see my face directly like this.
Right.
Okay, angle, but if wow, you can't tag people on Instagram when other people can't see if somebody tag you. Just you seeing that on Instagram.
Right.
With Facebook,
Right.
my friend can tag me, and and the like of like, you know, some of them like Ed or Teresa, they would take professional photographer of us in the trip, and when they upload on their Facebook, I'm like, I fucking look like I'm fucking pregnant. Or my face is like this side, which is like, oh.
I know, and it's we obsess, yeah, and we obsess over the stupidest stuff. Like I think a lot of my body negativity, I don't really know what it's called. I think a lot of my self-image, my negative self-image started young, before social media even existed. Like I come from, I think you might be, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I think you might be able to relate to this. I come from a very conservative Colombian Catholic family. And I don't, like, I'm assuming you're not Catholic, but like conservative and like traditional, right? And we didn't talk about the body. We didn't talk about sex.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about a lot of things. And so I didn't really ever, I only ever saw what was on TV. I only ever saw like, you know, like music videos and stuff. And it's kind of like social media, like it's such a false perception, false idea of what reality is. It's not reality. And then from a young age, I started dancing and like taking dance classes. And I think nowadays it's definitely not perfect, but like I think now dance is more accepting of different body types. But when I started dancing when I was young, it was very much this idea of you have to be thin, you have to be tall, you have to be like really elegant and lean and like small. And I'm not any of those things. Like building all these insecurities that you didn't even know you could have.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's things like the last photo I recently uploaded on my Instagram, even that photo, like I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, my nose is huge. Oh my God, like my teeth are not straight. And like, I'm just trying so hard to like push myself, embrace myself. And it's become a little easier since my 20s, because I'm now in my 30s. But it doesn't mean that I look at a photo now and think, yeah, I am sexy and I know it. It's not like that at all. Going into pole dancing, you see all these women with all these different body types and they're so freaking confident. Oh, wow. And I'm just like, wow, this is like amazing. This is so cool. And so that was like, that helped me a lot. And I started pole dancing in my early 20s. And that was after a break, like a few years break from dance. that I decided to personally take. And it's a process, and I don't know that, I mean, maybe some people have more natural confidence and see themselves in a different light, but I think it's an endless process.